So I haven't made one of these in a very, very long time, but I'm kind of making this video to hold myself to a higher standard, okay? Kind of hold myself accountable, right? And hopefully this will hold some of you guys accountable as well, especially watching this video. But recently I just had a client, Saul. He just did a show, a bodybuilding show. I'll put a few pictures up here, right? In Punta Gorda. And it was his first ever show. Previously, he was like, I'll probably never do a show. He just wanted to cut and kind of just, you know, look good for the summer. And he's like, yo, fuck it. You know what? I want to do a show. I kind of want more for myself. I want to see where I can take this. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. Okay, we prepped him. Bro, he looked absolutely great. For a 7.5 week prep, we did a lot, right? He nationally qualified, and if you guys don't know what that means, nationally qualified means he can go to what's called a national show, which then, if he places, I think if you win your class, you place like second or third in your class, or overall, whatever that may be. I think it's overall. Correct me if I'm wrong. He can get his IFBB Pro card, right? And when he found that information out, he was like, whoa, like, wow, that's pretty crazy. So we're going on a growing phase right now, and I'm not gonna get too much into this. We're going on a growing phase, and to get his pro card, it's definitely a lot more realistic compared to somebody that's a lot taller like me. I'd probably have to wait 3 years or 2 years, depending on what I were to run, right, to get a fucking pro card. He's 5'4". The weight cap for him is like 157, and he was like 140 on stage. So 10 more solid pounds of lean muscle, he can definitely get there. Anyways, that's not the point of this video, okay? What kind of inspired me from my own client was something that I've been missing a little bit in my life ever since I moved to Tampa. If you guys didn't know, I moved from New York to Tampa. I run my own coaching business, kind of as I just mentioned about my client Saul. I coach over around like 48 people right now, okay? And something that I had when I was home was the feeling and grind of always wanting more. And wanting more is not a bad thing, okay? It literally says in the Bible, right? God wants you to be rich. Oh, but if you only prioritize money and all these materialistic things, it can erode you. Yeah, of course, no shit. It can obviously cause you to be evil. Money is the root of all evil. Vanity is the root of all evil. Chasing vanity is the root of all evil. Yes, but does it have to be? Right? Does chasing money, chasing these specific materialistic things have to be evil? It's all how you position yourself on what you're going to do with these things, right? If you were going to make a shit ton of money and go to the strip club and blow it all, like I have done before, okay, that is not utilizing the God-given gifts that you have been presented, right? And the money that you have worked so hard for in a proper way, okay? Now, bro, I went to the strip club like a few times, okay? Let's just calm down here. But anyways, what he said is like, I want more for myself, right? That's why he did a prep. I want to get that fucking IFBB Pro card. And I was like, dude, you're gonna 100% do it. And I had to like kind of reflect in the mirror a little bit. I'm like, Mo, okay? You make good money off of obviously your coaching business because you have a passion for it, right? You're obviously wanting somewhat more for yourself, okay? You know, you got this great car. I got a 2022 all blacked out, looks like the fucking Batmobile Camaro, okay? And it's great, right? It's a cool car. I'm already kind of like over it, over the oh, it's a great car. Like, who fucking cares? It's a car. Who fucking cares, right? It's a fucking car, okay? And I got in this place of like complacency. Oh, if I'm able to just pay for my, you know, friend's dinner occasionally and pay for my food, groceries, and pay for my car payment, right, and pay rent, well, that's all I really care about. I'm just gonna, you know, continue kind of like giving a percentage of what I really should be giving to the world, right, instead of 100%, right? Bro, there's so much I know that I haven't even talked about in my content or on YouTube, right? There is so much I fucking know that could 100% help somebody. But guess what? I wasn't wanting more, right? I was satisfied in a way on what I have, right? I have a lot, for sure, but I want fucking more. I want so much more, okay? Camaro. It's a fucking Camaro. It's not a fucking Lamborghini. It's not a Ferrari, right? It's not $1 million house. It's not a $5 million house. It is not retiring your parents. It is not buying your dad his dream car. It is not giving tickets away to your mom or flying her out to Italy whenever she wants, right? It's a fucking vehicle. It's made of plastic and iron and metal. It ain't shit. If you are somebody that just got your dream car and then you're like, oh, well, I made it. Brother, you haven't fucking made shit. Congrats on the car. I'm so proud of you. But there is more for you in this life. And that is something that I had to really, really hone in on and just honestly be real with myself. Okay? And I recently had a conversation with my dad as I was driving to the airport to pick up my cousin, one of my family members. And he even said it too. He was like, dude, like, honestly, after seeing what you, my son, have accomplished, I want more for myself. And that's also something I'm like, damn, like, yes, I've made it pretty far. And obviously my parents are super, super proud of me, right? And my dad even wants more for himself. And I'm still complacent. I'm still satisfied. Remember, you've probably heard this saying, or maybe you've kind of like, what's it called? I guess maybe you've heard from a coach, right? Where that hard work beats talent, okay? There could be some specific kids. Maybe you're on a soccer team, right? Or whatever. I'm just going to use that analogy, okay? And you're naturally gifted to play soccer. You're really good, right? This is kind of me, right? But I still put hard work in. Anyways, that's besides the point. And then there's this other kid that's not necessarily gifted in the ways that you are when it comes to soccer or athleticism. And he puts his head down and grinds while you stay complacent and satisfied because you're athletic. You'll always be somewhat good, but you didn't want more for yourself. That kid is going to fucking lap you. That kid is going to become way fucking better than you. Why? It's because he wanted more for himself. He's not going to stop. Okay? And going back to the conversation I had with my dad, he was having a conversation with his friend and was like, I'm pretty happy with my life, okay? And there's nothing wrong with what my dad does. He's a science teacher. He has a passion for it. There's nothing wrong with what my mom does, right? She's a student success, something at college, right? Helps kids figure out what they want to do, what degree or whatever they want to do, right? There's nothing wrong. I have 2 younger siblings as well. They have the ideal American kind of quote unquote dream life, right? They're satisfied. That's completely fine. But even their own fucking seed, me, is showing them an alternate reality on what they could also still do even at their age, right? Yes, it might take some sacrifices. But if you really think about it, you have one fucking life, okay? You have one fucking life. And I told my dad this, I'm like, brother, you're 49 or 48, however old he is, okay? And yes, you've done a lot in your life, but there's so much more you could be doing because you have God-given gifts. You have a brain that has accumulated so much information from the world and so much information from your studies and so much information from your life that you could give out to other people to make their lives better. It's what I do, right? And he was like, dude, like, I really want more. Like, after seeing you, I bought my dad's dream car, bro. One of his dream cars. He's always wanted a Camaro. And I got to drive it with him. It was a great moment. It was a great experience, right? And that kind of woke him up too. He's like, dude, like, my own fucking son is wanting more for himself, right? Or sorry, my own son is like living the dream that I once imagined when I was younger, right? Same with my mom as well. He even told me, he's like, yeah, me and your mother, like, wanted to do specific business things as well, and we always kind of just waited on the right time. And now that I realize the right time is never, you just have to start, okay? And I'll shout out another client of mine, Chris. He's 60 years old, posting on social media and progressively making progress in his own coaching business. He wants to start, he is starting his own coaching business. He has some clients, right? 60 years old, wanting more for himself. Most 60-year-olds are on a fucking machine right now. They're playing with their grandkids, which is fine. That's great. That's the circle of life. Beautiful, right? He's wanting way more for himself. He has a specific vision to help other people. And I'm not saying everybody watching this has to help other people. No. I'm saying you need to want more for yourself. Okay? I ain't shit. Yes, I've accomplished an okay amount in my life, but I want so much more for myself now. And that's why I'm making this video, to hold myself accountable. So whenever I get a little bit complacent, I can come back to this video and be like, bro, remember this? Remember this moment? Want more for yourself every single day. And don't ever fucking stop. Don't ever stop. Because you will never be done. My brain works a little bit different than a lot of other people's. I'm always go, 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 go. And that's why I'm making this video. I was going to be like, oh, well, I'll make it in a different setting. Or I'm not just going to go out to my parking garage. And, you know, I'll make it when, like, I do my morning card. Brother, the moment you start to think like that, where you're waiting for the perfect time or most ideal time, you will never want more for yourself. You're just going to be like, well, when the time is right, I'll then achieve more for myself. No. Start now. I had another call with one of my buddies back at home, and he's like, bro, like, I see what you're doing, and I feel like I've just been waiting for the right time. I just need to start. I'm like, yeah, you do. Fucking start before you die one day. And in your and on your last small bits of breath, you're like, damn, I didn't want more for myself. And now I'm going into the grave as an average fucking person. Okay? My camera's about to die. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be making a lot more raw talks as I just, you know, get back into the rhythm. Want more for yourself. I love you all. Stay dialed, motherfuckers.